Okay, I gotta share this with everybody. So Summer Simons is coming on. I've worked in business with Summer for years now. It feels like 45 years. I think it's only been 15. So and I'm kidding. Stop. Arlene, quit aggravating people this morning. Okay. So I want to tell you guys, she had such a great testimony in Destin, Florida from stage. And so, Ashley Paulson, you were talking about it yesterday. Ashley's here with me today, and we're going to come in at the end, but we're going to give, because at the end of the day, we're just running this life, right? And no matter if you're in our company or not, it does not matter. Like at the end of the day, John Frick's running this life, right? Of this race of ups and downs. Ashley, maybe you can unmute. Just ups and downs and trials and tribulations and all this stuff. And so I think it's important, like when we come together and you hear from someone that gives their testimony of they too have it tough, right? And they too fight through things. Ashley, any words before we turn it to Summer?
Yeah, I think as she does her teaching and you watch this, you just think of your life. And like Brent said, a lot of times we look at other people and we look at them in their best moments and it's like, dang, he got lucky. Dang, her life is perfect. Right? But it's one of those things where we all go through the life. We all have life happening. We all have the ups and downs. We all, right? And I think it's just a great reminder as Summer goes into this because it was so powerful. I was so blessed and grateful to have some time with her, a lot of time this weekend. And we did present on a panel of us during the teachings, and she did talk about this. And I think it just, we look around and we see people and we think that everything's just great, right? We have that highlight reel. But when you take a step back, there's a lot of ups and downs in life that gets a person to where they are today. So just kind of, that was what was on my heart coming into Summer's teaching because it's super powerful.
I love that, Ashley. I love that. Okay, Summer Simons.
Well, there's nothing like crying first thing at 9 a.m. on a Friday morning to kick off Valentine's weekend.
Hey, we're going to spotlight you too because let's see here. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. But guys, thanks for having me. And I'll be brief. Like everybody looks at me and it blows my mind at the people who walk up to me and go, you have everything together. Like you seem so confident. You never seem like you're nervous. And guys, that is not what's going on internally. Like if you don't just come to terms with it, life is hard and we're all going through stuff. So I was a stay-at-home mom for 10 years. And in 2020, my life got turned upside down, like totally upside down. I was a single working mom, working 4 and 5 jobs, depending on the week. And life was hard. I'd been a school teacher. I didn't go back into teaching. Everybody told me to go back into teaching, but there's just not enough money there. And I have 2 little boys who were used to having me at home. And so what I really shared from stage was we all want to be the hero of our own story, right? We want to come in and we want to take care of our little boys. We want to take care of our spouse. We want to take care of our parents, but we can't. We don't know what we need to go do. We don't know how to get traction to get back ahead in life. And that's where I was. I was struggling. I was in the pit trying to climb out. And people saw me share my story very vulnerably through social media. I mean, people were coming up to me in town going, oh my goodness, Summer, we had no idea. We had no idea. You've always seemed like you had it all together. Fast forward, this gentleman right here, Mr. Palmer, showed up and started trying to get me to join him on this journey. And I said, I don't have time for something else. I don't have the energy for something else. But I kept watching. And what I realized was he was guiding me from where I was into someplace I never could have imagined I would have ended up. I was broke. I was hustling like a single mama does to take care of her babies. And I sit here today and my little boys are in there on the couch. Brent's like, they're not at school. It's Family Friday. And guess what we're doing? I gave them a book and told them all the reasons I loved them. We're celebrating Valentine's Day today. We're going to the movies. We're going to get haircuts. I'm not going to a job to clock in. I'm at home with my babies because I worked my tail off, but I let Brent guide me from where I was to where I wanted to be. He didn't swoop in and save me. He swooped in and showed me the road to go change my life. And so when I was in Destin training with Ashley, I told Haley and Sheila, I said, I have this reel I saw a while back. I really want to come in if I could find it. And I'm going to recreate it to where it applies to business. Now, this applies to business, but it also applies to life. Because at the end of the day, like, we're all going through it. The amount of people who walked up to me after I boohooed on stage and in our training classes, like it became a joke. I almost texted Ashley this morning, you better have me a Kleenex, because my story is so in my soul. Like, it's not just an act. It's not just, I got to come up with a good story to share with people so they'll join me. I am sharing what I have gone through, like legitimately gone through. And there's hours of more of it that I haven't shared. And people are like, you could write a book and they'd make a movie. But at the end of the day, we're all going through hard. Whether it's a cancer, whether it's loss of a job, whether it's a divorce, it doesn't matter what it is. We all have ups and downs. And so we pulled this reel together. I'm going to screen share because I want you to watch it. A lot of people didn't get to see it. So Brent, let me know if you can see it. I had it pulled up. Can you see it?
And I just want to say this, Summer, I can see it. But
Okay.
when so many of Summer's friends was sharing with Summer, Summer was working 4 jobs providing for her 2 boys. 4 jobs 2 years ago. And I know Hill and Diane's on here. They went. Leisha Bacon went. And sometimes we can't see what's in front of us for all the clutter around us. And that's where she was at. And I always say this, but I always knew it had to be her time. And we had to love her even when she wasn't with us. And I think it's such a great example that sometimes when someone doesn't join you or doesn't do what you want them to do, you got to keep the love going, because it's not just about a transaction. It's life, right? We're living together. So Summer, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's right. We went to lunch. We talked on the phone. It wasn't just an overnight change for me. And so I asked people from the front of the room, which of these still balls do you think is going to get to the end of the track first? And everybody, for the most part, picked the one on the left. But I want you to watch and see which one makes it there first. So it is completely not the one people expected. I was like, guys, it's not when we're on top of the mountain that life gets better. It's when we're in the valley, when we're asked to stretch and grow. And Brent, I don't know if he knows this, but one day he called me and I was driving down the road and I have an Apple Watch and I turned on my record button. I don't know how. I have intuition like nobody's business, but I knew he was going to say something I needed to listen to again. And he said, Summer, I think everything you've gone through, I know life's been hard, your divorce, the kids, the struggle, has prepared you for where you are now. Of course, I was crying, but he's right. At that time, I didn't understand all those valleys and what they were going to mean down the road. And now I have that little visual and we play it. Me and the boys watch it and we talk about how that applies to their life, literally Monday on the way to school. And so hopefully you can enjoy that reel and use it in your own life.
Summer, thank you for that. To me, it's just, at the end of the day, as we end, I wanted Ashley brought it up, and Summer come in and actually nailed it because, you know, Ashley, we pick a word of the day, a word of the day, a word of the day on the Coach's Corner. And Summer said from stage that the reason you create momentum faster going down and back up is because, John, when you're down, you have to stretch and grow to get back up, but it actually gives you the skills to get faster on the journey. And I thought that was so powerful. And Ashley, as I looked at it, what it teaches me is, like, so many people come in our lives along the way. Are we fostering relationship? Are we leading with love? Are we truly, genuinely caring about them? Or does it feel like a transaction, right? Sometimes as humans, we got to slow down to speed up. And that slowdown is servicing people with where they're at, with what they need. And then you don't know how that will speed up in a year. And so I think back, Ashley, and I'll turn it to you. I think back on the Hill and Diane, the little conversations you had with Summer. I think back, so how is that servicing your business today? A lot faster than it was. I think back to the times where I'd go take her to lunch and nothing would happen. Well, at that day, it didn't seem like it was speeding up. I could have said, gosh, I just paid for this meal. We didn't get her in the business. Oh my goodness. Or it could teach me a story that 2 years later, how much speed up did happened because of that interaction. So, Ashley, I know you got a couple of things to add.
Yeah, I do. Such a powerful reel, and I encourage you to save that and watch it when you need it. But also watch it as a reminder to give those grace around us that might be in that valley. Right? Sometimes we look in the mirror and it's like we know that we're in the valley, or we know that we're in the peak, but it's also turning around and having the awareness of where your friend or where your spouse or where your family member or where your team is at, right? Are they in a valley? Are they stretching themselves? Are they growing? Are they, right? Like, are they getting really ready to go up into their peak? And so I think just as we end, it's just really, and today's supposed to be a fun word, but today is actually real serious, and I love it. And it's such a powerful way to end the week. But it's just a constant reminder to always give yourself grace. Even if you're in a low, a high is coming. But also give each other grace, because at the end of the day, we're all just walking each other home. So that's just really what I wanted to end on today. So love you guys so much. It's been an honor coming on here with Brent this week and stepping in for Andrea, still sending her all the love and prayers. But it's been truly an honor being on here with you guys this week. So I appreciate you.
Ashley, thank you so much. And Summer, you nailed it, lady. She was like, I don't know if I can do this on a Zoom like I did on the stage. Give some love in the comments, guys. Summer, you nailed it. And
hey, and I want to speak up for myself. These meals he bought, some of them were at Jack's Hamburgers, okay? Don't act like you were whining and dining me somewhere fancy. Well, there's the fun funny, Ashley. I was like, I got you fun. I was like,
there's nothing wrong with a good Jack's hamburger, okay? There's nothing wrong. Hey, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Don't eat too much chocolate, okay? Give you a stomachache. Have a good one.
Valentine's
Day, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Summer. Have yourself a great weekend.
Thank you, Rose.
Ashley. Good night.
Love you guys.
Happy Valentine's Day. Good night, everybody.